Okay.
Okay.
Go
Hare Krishna Gita-Wise family, welcome you all to the day 7 of Damodara Delights. Hope you all are enjoying Lord Krishna's pastimes and the bhajans presented by our Gita-Wise kids. So today we have Arush's family doing Damodara Arti. Arush is in 6th grade and he's attending Gita-Wise since almost like 3 years, I guess. So Arush, let me know if you are ready, beta. We can go ahead.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Harita. Yeah,
Hare
it's been
Krishna.
6 years he joined Gita Wise.
6 years. Okay, I
Yeah.
correct myself.
Start Chema Harita.
Yeah, please start it.
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Rajamanam Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Rajamanam Yashodadiyolukalabhavimanam Paramrushamatyanta Dritya Yashodadiyolukalabhavimanam Paramrushamatyanta Dritya Rudantam Muhurnetra Yugnam Rujantam Karambojayugmena Satanganetram Muhushwasakampatirekantha Stitagraiva-damodaram bhakti-badham Iti drutsalila-bhirananda-kunde Swagosham nimajjantam apyapayantam Tadiyeshitagneshu bhaktajitatvam Puna prematastam shatam vritimande Varam deva moksham na mokshavadimva Na chanyam vruneham gadeshadapiham Idam teva purnata gopala balam Sada me manasyavi rasanti manyai Idam te mukam bhojam atyanta nilay Vrutam kuntalay snigdha raktaishadopya Muhushchumbitam bimbaraktaharam me Manasyavirastamalam lakshalabhay Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Durga Jalabdimagna Kripa Drishti Vrushyati Dinambatanu Gruhanesha Mamagna Nidyashi Drusha Kuberatmajau Bhadra Muchaiva Yadva Tvaya mochitau bhakti bhajau krutaucha Kuberatmajau Bhadra Muchaiva Yadva Tvaya mochitau bhakti bhajau krutaucha Tata prema bhakti sakame prayacha Namokshe graho me sthitamodhareha Dhamas prema bhaktim swakame prayacha Namokshe graho me sthitamodhareha Namaste studame suradriti dame Tvadiyodarayatha vishasya dhame Namo radhikaya tvadiya priyaya नमोऽनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्राजमानम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्राजमानम् हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Arush and family, for the beautiful bhajan. Thank you. So next we have Sri, who is from the high school batch. He'll be sharing us a pastime. Sri, are you ready? I don't see. Yeah, I see you. Let me know if you have access to share.
Think we need the screen name.
I can't share it.
Uh, okay.
It's a Sri. Yeah.
We-
It works now.
Okay.
1 second.
Sri, you can introduce yourself and then we can get started on your pastime.
Okay. My name is Shri and I'm a 11th grade student. I go to Denmark High School. And my story, I'm going to be presenting the killing of demon Aghasura. And so it starts off by Krishna, when Krishna went to his forest with his cowherd friends with their cows and calves so they could eat the grass and stuff. And they all got a lunch with them so they could have a picnic on while the cows are eating. And they started decorating themselves with flowers and like other stuff they found in the forest. And then they also played games with each other. And then at this time, Aghasura noticed them that they were all playing with each other, and Krishna was so happy. And he was also the younger brother of Putana and Bakasura, and they were both killed by Krishna before. So in order to like avenge them, he wanted to kill Krishna and his friends. So to do this, he assumed the shape of a big serpent, and he opened his mouth like a mountain cave, and his up and his lower lip was touching the ground, while his upper lip was all the way up in the sky, touching the clouds. And this is how he looked, the pictures. And the cowherd boys saw the snake and they started discussing amongst themselves whether or not it was like an actual snake. And then they thought that the serpent could not actually swallow them because they had Krishna with them and who he would protect them. And after thinking about this, they decided to enter the mouth of Aghasura along with Krishna. And when Krishna entered Aghasura's mouth, he started expanding his body rapidly. He started getting very big. And then when he started getting really big, he started to choke Aghasura. And Aghasura eventually like burst because he couldn't breathe and died. And he saved the cowherd boys by doing this. And yeah, I'm done.
Thank you, Sri. Any takeaway you want to share with everyone from this story?
It's that like if you believe that Krishna is always there to protect you, then you have nothing to be scared of. As long as like you believe strong enough and you're a devotee of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Sri. So next on our agenda, we have Preeti Vilasni Mataji, uh, who will be soon teaching our 4th and 5th grade online students. So today she'll be giving an explanation of the shloka of verse 7. So Mataji was introduced to Krishna conscious in 2009 and currently serving in the Atlanta congregation, and also serves as a coordinator in an online forum called Bhakti Sangha Japa Conference. Preeti Mataji, we are very happy to get your association and truly appreciate your time today. Whenever you are ready, over to you, Mataji.
So thank you all so much. Very happy to be with everyone here. Um, so many nice children attending very regularly. Very, very nice to see you all. So we are going to understand what verse 7 means. Okay. So I'll recite the verse, we'll analyze the translation, and then we'll try to get into the meaning of this. Okay. And we'll grasp it better so that you can appreciate Damodarashtakam the next time you sing. कुबेरात्मजौ भक्त मूर्त्यैव यद्वत् त्वया मोचितौ भक्ति भजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेहा. The translation is, O Lord Damodar, just as the two sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvara, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give me your own Prema Bhakti. I only long for this and I have no desire for any other kind of liberation. So can anyone tell me who is singing this prayer? Do you know who's singing this prayer? Anybody? You want to raise your hand? Yes, Sanvita. Sanvita, you want to tell?
Srila Prabhupada.
Okay, Srila Prabhupada has given it to us, but who has originally recited this prayer? Yes, Vidit. Vidit?
Satya.
Correct, Satyavrata Muni. Very nice. Shravan and Satvik have also written Satyavrata Muni. Very nice. So Satyavrata Muni, he later became a Manu by the name Vaivasvata Manu in his next birth. Okay. So he's a very special personality. So he sang this prayer, and he had visualized this beautiful pastime of Lord Krishna being bound by ropes on his belly by Mother Yashoda. So Dama means rope, Udara means the belly region or the waist region, okay, or the center portion of your body. That is called as Udara. So because he was bound by ropes in his waist, he's called as Damodara. So that is the name he gets. That's why we call this Leela Damodar Leela and this month also as Damodar month, because we want to celebrate this loving pastime of Krishna agreeing to be bound by the love of Mother Yashoda. So nobody can tie God, right? Can God be tied by ropes? It's not possible. It is only possible by the love and devotion that we have. So Mother Yashoda, she had so much love for her little child that she didn't want him to go anywhere. Of course, he was doing some mischief. She also wanted to correct him, but still she didn't want to let her son go anywhere. So out of love, Krishna accepted to be bound by Mother Yashoda. So that is the pastime. But the verse says that, O Lord Damodar, just as the two sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvara, were delivered from the curse of Narada, right? So there were two sons of Kuvera. Now, who is Kuvera? He's the Lord of Wealth, okay? So there are different demigods. They are in control of different things in this world. So all the wealth is in control of one particular demigod by the name Kuvera. He's the big man with all the wealth. Okay, now this Kuvera had two sons. Now, if you're born in a very rich family, what happens? Automatically we become very, very proud, right? We think, oh, I have all the money to buy anything. I can enjoy the way I want and I don't care for anything. So we become like that. We become very, very proud, and we think we have the right to do anything we want. Okay, with wealth, excessive wealth, comes pride and arrogance. And once you develop pride and arrogance, what else happens? You develop all the bad qualities. You get into all sorts of habits. You do not respect others. So, like that, there are so many problems if you allow that pride to get into your head. Even if you are rich, if you are humble, there is not a problem. But if you're very rich and very proud, then all the problems begin. So that is what was happening with Nalakuvara and Manikriva. They were the sons of the richest man in the universe, Kuvera. Okay. So because they were so proud, they did not respect elders. They were actually bathing in a river without being properly dressed. And when the great sage Narada Muni appeared on the scene, they did not even acknowledge his presence. They did not even cover up themselves properly. So it was a great offense. When Narada saw this, he felt very bad for them. He was thinking, these boys, they're such nice boys, but they're completely spoiled. The wealth, because they are so rich, they have become extremely proud. They have now become arrogant. They don't care for others, and they think they can do whatever they want. So at that point, Narada was thinking that I should really teach them a good lesson in a nice way. Sometimes the curses given by great personalities on the onset, okay, on the when you look at the curse, it may appear, this person got cursed, so sad. Now the person who got cursed is going to suffer. But however, when great personalities, when they curse, it is not really a curse. They are just trying to give us a punishment in a way of correction. Okay. Narada was feeling very compassionate. He was feeling very sad. He was thinking, these two boys, they're such good boys, but they're wasting their life like this. I really wish they can get corrected and they can use their life properly. They can become more humble. They can become more devoted to the Lord. So that was Narada's desire. Okay, Narada was a great sage. You all must have heard about Narada. You've seen that personality, that sage with a veena? He's Narada. Okay. So he was thinking for the welfare of everyone. So he thought, okay, in the guise of a curse, I will try to help these two boys. So he cursed them. He said, you both become trees. In your next birth, you'll be born as trees. And he didn't stop there. He gave a very special kind of a curse. He said, you both will become trees. You like to, stand like this without being properly clothed. So you stand like trees. But you will be trees in the courtyard where the Supreme Lord is going to appear. Okay. So Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago, right? In the land of Vrindavan. So the curse given to Nalakuvara and Manigriva was that they should stand as trees in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj, who was the father of Krishna. Okay, he had a beautiful house, he had a big palace, he was a king. So in that courtyard, these two trees, they were standing. Narada also told one thing. He said, don't worry, very soon Krishna will appear and he'll perform pastimes in the courtyard. And that time, he will release the two of you from this terrible birth. Okay, he will come. He will release the bondage. Bondage means to be tied up. Okay, that is called as bondage. So he will release you from this bondage and he will liberate you. So these two trees, they were standing in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj for a very long time, even before Krishna was born, actually. Then Krishna was born, and on this particular day of Deepavali, when actually Krishna was bound by the ropes of love of Mother Yashoda, on that particular day, somehow, Krishna cast his glance on these two trees. Okay. So these two trees, they had been in his courtyard for a very long time. But why should Krishna look at these two trees very lovingly only on this day? Anyone wants to take a guess? Why so? Obviously the trees have been there. Sometimes we don't acknowledge the things around us, right? There are so many things around us. But one particular day, we desire to give an attention to something that has been existing for a long time. So anyone wants to take a guess as to why Krishna on this particular day looked at these two trees? Any ideas? And there's no wrong answers. You can just say what you feel like. No problem. Yes, Avani.
Because he wanted to release them from the curse.
Correct. Very nice. Yes, he wanted to release them from the curse. Actually, Krishna, he understood the pain of being bound. So this was the first day he was being bound. So it's very difficult. Just imagine if someone ties you up to a place and they tell you not to move. How will you feel? So that was the first day Krishna was being bound, and he understood the pain of being bound. And when he looked at these two trees, he was thinking, these two trees are being bound for such a long time. It's high time I help them. I go and release them. So he could understand the pain of these two trees. So this particular day, he decided to drag the mortar that he was tied to. You all know how Damodar was tied to a mortar, right? So he began to drag it, drag it. You must have seen cartoons of how he was dragging the mortar. He drags it and he goes exactly between these two trees. Okay, these two trees, they are twin trees. They are called as Yamalarjuna trees. And in one tree, Nalakuvara was there. In the other tree, Manigriva was there. Both of them were stuck in the body of trees. Now they had to be liberated. So little Damodar, he got the mortar between the two trees and he pulled it hard. So when he pulled it hard, what happens? Obviously, because of the force that is being put, and Krishna is trying to pull the rope over and over, the two huge trees, they came crashing down and they broke down. Now, these two trees, I told, they are called as Yamalajna trees, right? Trees, they are really, really, really very big, very big. Like, have you seen redwood trees in the redwood forest? Anybody? California redwood trees? Which is the largest tree you have seen? Like that has a big.
Sri Lanka channel.
Kasa?
Because this is new.
Okay. Anyone would like to tell the biggest tree you've ever seen? You can raise your hand. Yeah, go ahead. Nobody has seen any big trees?
Pine trees?
Davala.
I saw banyan tree. My
Okay.
name is Akash.
Yes, Akash.
Yeah, I think it's pine trees. That's the
It's
tallest one I've seen.
very big. Someone wrote redwood trees. Someone said Arasamaram in the village. Yeah, banyan trees. Yeah, so many different kinds of trees are there. They're all very, very big. But these Yamala Arjuna trees, they were bigger than even those trees. They were biggest, fattest, and heaviest trees. Okay, in those times. Now, Krishna, he just pulled it, the mortar so hard that the trees came crashing down. Now, what does the verse say? The verse says, just as the two sons of Kuvera, Manigriva, Nalakuvara, were delivered from the curse of Narada. What was Narada's curse? You be stuck as trees. But what did Krishna do? Krishna, he broke apart the trees, and two effulgent beings, okay, very, very resplendent, very beautiful, gorgeous looking demigods, they came out of the trees and they got liberated. They came, they offered prayers to Krishna and they said, Krishna, thank you so much. You have come here and you have liberated us. So thank you very much. And they go away. Now, all the cowherd boys around Krishna, they were looking at the scene and they were thinking, what is wrong? Who are these two people? Why did they come? What did they talk to Krishna? So they were confused. They were scratching their head and they were thinking, what is happening around us? But these two boys of Kuvera, they were actually liberated. Now, you know the meaning of liberation? It's an interesting word, okay? Liberation means if you're tied, when you get released, it is a release, okay? That is called as liberation. That is liberation. Actually, in this verse, directly, if you see the verse, it appears like they are telling they were just liberated from that particular existence as a tree, okay? So they got released from that bondage. That's how it looks like. But then Satyavrata Muni, he tells, please liberate me in the same way and give me your own prema bhakti. Just like how you liberated Nalakuvara and Manigriva, in the same way you liberate me and give me your prema bhakti. So that means liberation has a higher meaning. It is just not release from a particular place. Okay. It is just not release from suffering. Sometimes we say when we are in great pain, okay, and you get a painkiller. Maybe you're too young to take painkillers. Ask your mom or dad. When they are in great pain, they just pop in a tablet, a pill, a small thing, and then they feel, okay, I took this ibuprofen, Tylenol today. Okay, because I took Tylenol today, I feel relief. So that is also a kind of liberation. Okay, just feeling a relief from stress, feeling relief from pain. All this is liberation. There is another meaning to liberation. Liberation means getting out of this material existence. That means what? You're stuck in this world. Sometimes getting out of this world is also called as liberation. That is a heavier meaning. But Satyavrata Muni is telling something else here. He's not talking about all this. He's telling liberation means getting your love. Because when we get love of Krishna, when we start loving Krishna with all our life, with all our heart, then all the other things in this world look very small compared to that. Okay? So you become so happy, you become so blissful when you're in love with Krishna that anything else, any other pain, any other distraction in this world is very, very tiny. It looks very small because you love Krishna so much. Your heart is so fulfilled. Okay? So Satyavrata Muni is telling, give me that prema bhakti. Actually, these two boys, they just didn't get liberated. They got love of God. They went to their higher planetary system from where they came. They came from Kuvera's planet, right? So they go back there and they perform devotional service. They came in touch with Krishna's own body. That is so beautiful. If one comes in touch with Krishna's body or Krishna's deity, you all have small temples in your house, small altars in your house. There you have pictures of Krishna. There you have very small vigrahas of Krishna, okay, murtis of Krishna. When you come, that murti of Krishna is non-different from Krishna, okay? We should not see differences. When you come in touch with the body of Krishna, automatically purification happens. So for this Nalakuvara and Manigriva, they became purified, and what did they attain? They attained love of God. Prema bhakti. Bhakti means devotion. Prema means love, loving devotional service. That is what they attain. So Satyavrata Muni is telling, I long only for this. I want only what you give for Nalakuvara and Manigriva. Don't give me anything else. Just because, sometimes we desire, I want a big house. Okay, I want a car. I want this toy. I want that toy. So Satyavrata Muni also had many desires. But he was telling, even if I ask you for so many other desires, don't give me all that. Give me only love of Krishna. That is what I want. So when I get love of Krishna, then I won't care for anything else. Okay. So seeing this pastime, Satyavrata Muni was very inspired to request the Lord, please give me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and I have no desire for any other liberation. Did everyone understand the verse? All good? Can I see some thumbs up? Yes, very nice. Nice to see everybody. Anyone has any question? No questions? Are we all ready to get love of God? Are we ready to love Krishna? Yes. Nice to see you all. So I will soon be teaching Mataji. Is that 4 to 5? Is that the kids? 4 to 5th grade?
Yes, 4th to 5th online kids. Yeah.
I'll catch you all in the next class. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for explaining this verse in detail. Let us all pray that we all get love of Krishna. So on this note, we are exactly at 8:30. I do see Arunagaru today. I didn't expect her. So Arunaga, do you have any closing remarks?
Thank you all. I mean, it was really amazing to see, first of all, the nice Damodara Ashtakam by Arush's family, beautiful decoration. I see the whole family participated. That's really inspiring and amazing. Thank you for that, Rajita and family. And the nice presentation by Shri and excellent presentation by Preeti Mataji. I'm sure all the kids understood very well the pastime of Nallakuvera and Manigriva. I too got so much captivated by the way Mataji was narrating, and I will strongly desire for the love of Lord Shri Krishna. Oh Lord Shri Krishna, I may ask you so many things, but please only remember and only give me your love. That's my sincere prayer, and I hope all of us will pray like that. On that note, we can stop now. Thank you all for joining. Rita, take it over.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for everyone joining. So tomorrow again, we'll see you all at the same time. Did anyone has anything to say? I had something. Okay. If not, so we'll just end up with saying Hare Krishna and then see you everyone tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama.
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Auntie. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.